Hi, this is Biglos, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Original Campaign. Here we're talking to Galen inside of Fort Locke, so if you want to read what it's saying, just pause the video, or rewind it, or do a combination of the two. But, off camera, me and Nishka did a lot of pickpocketing of him, and it took a really long time. And right now I'm just selling the gems that I've accumulated. Yeah, so this guy had a lot of money. So as you can see, I got over 3,000 gold pieces off of him. And from the weaponsmith, Jacoby. And we'll go and talk to him later and see if he has anything interesting to sell. I did that off camera because it did take a long time. It took me about 15 minutes of just straight sleight of hand between Captain Savaho and Nishka. And I bought the Boots of Hardiness because I could afford it, and they offer a +1 dodge bonus and a +1 constitution bonus. Now, it won't really have that much of an effect for the constitution bonus, and I'm just looking at other items right now. It really won't have that much of an effect on my hit points because Captain Savaho has an even score on his constitution. You get the most effect on a character that has an odd score, and here I'm just talking to Marshal Cormick. The same Cormick who won the Harvest Cup by winning all 4 events last time, if you remember. But as I was saying, the Boots of Hardiness has the greatest effect on a character who has an odd number in his Constitution score, because the ability scores when they have an even number, it boosts up the modifier by 1. So if it goes from like 13 to 14, then the ability modifier goes from a +1 to a +2. And for Constitution, that means you would have your level in hit points added to your total hit points. So at this point, if, let's say, Captain Savaho had a Constitution of 13 and the Boots gave him a Constitution score of 14, then since he is level 4 right now, he would have an additional 4 hit points added to his maximum, bringing it up to 50. Not really super important, but in later levels it actually does make quite a bit of a difference. Oh, and right now I'm talking to, well, I was talking to the leader of the refugees, and she gave us a quest to go look for the other members of the refugees who were kidnapped. So we're gonna do that. That's going to be another side quest. And let's go talk to Jacoby and see if he has anything interesting right now. And he doesn't sell any armor, but he does sell weapons. So he does have some composite bows, a lot of +1 weapons. But since I bought the boots, I can't afford any of these +1 weapons anymore. There's the +1 rapier, and I'll come get it as soon as I get over 1,500 gold pieces. And he does sell molds for crafting. And we'll get into crafting later. But right now, let's go talk to Vallis, the commander of the base, over here. Alright, Vallis. Why aren't the patrols running? And I'm just gonna spend a couple seconds on each dialogue window right here. So, in summation, Lieutenant Vallis is taking over for the real commander who went out on a mission and never came back. So, he's assumed that the other commander has died, which I don't think is an unreasonable assumption, but we're trying to convince him that maybe he should have actual proof of his death before he actually assumes command. And oh man, I can't get one roll. I failed that save, or that DC by 2. I rolled a 9. And let's try to get some money for doing this. We're gonna try to find what happened to the commander. Man, I can't get one roll. This is just like a D&D game. It's like whenever you need like a roll, you just can't get the roll. You know, the dice are always going against you. Well, I guess it has that authentic feel. Okay, let's talk to Tor Millows. He's a priest of Ilmater. And he lost his holy symbol to some bandits. So, when we go try to take out these bandits, we're going to go try to find his holy symbol. And we're going to try to get compensated for it, but apparently that made me evil. And back there, Nishka said she knows where the bandit camp is, so we're gonna head out there.
How can I help?
So, Nishka,
well now,
you and Captain Savaho are going to pickpocket this guy in
Everybody,
tandem.
follow me!
Now, these
Step with me.
priests
Come on.
are actually
Follow
shopkeepers too. They sell potions and holy
Yes.
water and stuff. And we just stole
I
a
believe
potion of
so.
speed from him.
How can I help?
Potion of speed.
step with me.
I guess
Come
you
on.
can't smoke it.
Follow along.
How can I help?
Okay, so we're gonna try to steal as much money as we can
Well,
because we
now.
want to buy some potions
What
from
do you
him. Looks
want?
like that. Yeah, no more. Let's see what you have for sale. Okay, what's this robe of energy? Only wizards and sorcerers can wear them. Boosts your con by 7. Makes you immune to magic missile. Okay, so he sells some components for crafting. And you take those and you grind them up. And we'll get a mortar and a pestle pretty soon. So let's buy these potions of cure disease. Because I'm having the inkling that we're gonna have encounters where we're gonna get diseased. And the lesser restoration restores your abilities. Oh, and this is the craft master. And he's talking about crafting. So lesser restoration restores your ability scores after they've been drained. Well, I think it's for ability damage, not ability drain. But I could be wrong. I gotta check that out. But I think regular restoration is for ability drain. Okay, and these are the crafting stations. Alchemy, Magician's Workbench, and the Blacksmith's Bench. Whoa. And that's where you do all your crafting. And we're leaving, and there's that creepy elf lady with the scythe again. Why is she following us? Maybe we'll find out. Okay, so we got a graveyard, there's the bandit camp, and there's Hyde Cliff. So let's head to the bandit camp. And we have encountered something on our way to our destination. One of those not so random encounters. Okay, so we're stopped by bandits and they're trying to extort money for us to pass through. Okay, Kelgar, you think we can take these guys? Yeah, let's take these guys. They should be doing this stuff. Okay.
My tears right.
So you want to try to rob me? Well, guess what?
You don't fucking
I have
talk to me like that! You little I'll take
I
it.
have my eye.
Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up!
Okay, so we leveled up after we killed that guy, because I was on the verge of leveling up anyway. And all your characters in the original campaign have the same experience points as you, and will continue to gain experience points even if they're not in your party, which I think is a big drawback of the original campaign, but it does get fixed in the expansions. Okay, so we got a polished key, a gem, and we have to lighten our load a little bit. So let's move some things to Kelgar's pack, and then we'll put this book that we got. A couple other things in there. You know what? I should probably go back and sell some of those weapons, the extra weapons that I have, because I'm not going to be using them. So let's go open this chest. And that key that we got off the bandit leader was the key to that chest. Otherwise,
is a bit of a strain.
you can just pick the lock. And if you manage to get them to leave without fighting, you get experience points, but you won't get the key. But I just like fighting them, and you get about the same amount of experience points anyway. So, I think that sums it up for this episode. Let's see. I think we will level up, and then I will end the episode. Okay, so let's level up Captain Savajo as a swashbuckler. And we'll give him the typical skills that we have been. The ones that are all 7s are going to go to 8. And then we're going to do the first 4 skills at 6. We're going to improve those to 7. That will include the disabled device and open lock. And that should leave us with the bottom 4 that are 6. And we get Insightful Strike as a feat. And let's go look at it. Insightful Strike allows you to add your intelligence bonus to damage if you're wielding a light weapon or a rapier.
Yeah?
Which is why we're going to be using rapiers in the future. Unfortunately, the weapon I'm using now, the Bone Phoenix, you won't be able to apply it. The intelligence bonus to damage, but it does give you 1d6 fire damage, which is going to be useful for the time being.
Everybody, follow me!
And for Kelgar, I gave him his 2 skill points into craft armor, because I'll make him my crafter. His other skill that he has points in is taunt, but I don't really use taunt too much. It's pretty useless, I feel. It just gives you some minuses if it's done on you to like your attack. Not really that important. Okay. So we're done leveling up the characters, so let's rest up and call it a video. This is Big Los signing off. See you in the next episode. Have a good day.